I'm out in the field today in Stark County, Ohio. I'm doing a follow-up consultation with a client regarding a woodland stewardship plan that I wrote and some timber stand improvement, an initial timber stand improvement that was conducted on the property. It's going to include looking at results of edge feathering and some forest gap openings that were created to at least encourage regeneration to occur. In my opinion, one of the primary goals from a private landowner standpoint is for the landowner to have a woodland stewardship plan or a landscape stewardship plan developed and have a plan in place so that they know what to do. Essentially, a stewardship plan, a landscape stewardship plan, is an essential tool in the conservation toolbox in order to equip the landowner with two things. One being that the plan equips the landowner to have a guide for stewardship. So it guides them in what to do on the landscape, providing recommendations and providing just insight onto the current stand conditions of a property. And second, a landscape stewardship plan should also be a resource for them. So it should be a guide and be a resource. It equips the landowner with essential information, not only the recommendations, but information regarding invasive species that might be on their property, any sort of timber stand improvement recommendations, what they are, what it means. Here you see some more edge feathering. This field is in production, so it would be nice to have some more tops on the edge of this field, but for the purposes of this being in production, the tops were pulled back from the edge. All to say is here's another site of edge feathering, and to some it may look very unsightly, but I would offer this idea is that, are you looking at this from a wildlife management standpoint on what benefits the wildlife, or are you looking at it from the perspective of what benefits or what suits your eyesight? Another look at the edge feathering here. I'm in a different part of the property, in the upper field, and here they actually drop the trees along this old access road, farm road, and the fence row here, and they actually drop the trees out into the field. And the idea here is to create a transitional zone for habitat for wildlife. Private landowners have a lot of challenges when it comes to stewardship and conservation on the landscape. Anything from time management to financial management. Really, when it comes to actually doing conservation work, knowing who to hire and who to work with. And so really consulting foresters, other professionals out there are really set in place to assist forest landowners, woodland private landowners, with the resources and recommendations on how to be a steward of the landscape.